Hey, reInvent 2023 is over, and I'm here to share with you my favorite announcements and releases from this event. There are hundreds of things coming out during the week of reInvent, and it's impossible to go into the details of all of them. My primary focus here is around the services and features that you can apply for your cloud infrastructure already today. If you want to get a list of everything that got released, then your best option is the blog post from AWS themselves, which I'll link in the description below. If you look at the number of announcements within each category, we are going to see that the biggest chunk is, of course, artificial intelligence, with 22% of all announcements being related to AI. Among those announcements, there are three major directions. First is the release of a user-facing AI assistant named Amazon Q. This is actually the only completely new service that AWS released this time. And this is fine and continues the directions they took in the last couple of years, trying to release less new services and instead polish and extend the existing ones. Amazon Q is a ChatGPT competitor with a number of unique features. For example, Q is using multiple different models in the background, presumably powered by Amazon Bedrock. It also has some really neat integrations with other services. It seems trivial to load your own data into the queue, for example from AWS S3, or to make this bot available inside Slack and MS Teams. Q is also tightly integrated into the rest of the AWS. You can use it inside QuickSight, Code Catalyst, and even directly in AWS Console, which seems to be available for everyone for free and is already rolled out to the most of AWS accounts out there, including yours. Unfortunately, even Amazon Q is not able to figure out the complexity of AWS pricing. When I asked it how much it would cost me to run the new Elastic Cache serverless cluster without any real load, it told me that I will only have to pay around $1 per month. This is a complete lie because this new so-called serverless offering charges you for minimum 1 GB of storage, meaning that at the very least you will have to pay $90 per month. So as of today, AWS pricing remains one of the fields that AI can't comprehend, which means you will still highly benefit from MKDev's cloud cost audit.
Do you think your project infrastructure is well set and maintained? We know for sure there is always room for improvement. If you are uncertain where to begin, let's first do an audit of what you already have. We will review your setup from every angle: performance, cost, security, high availability, automation, and provide you with a detailed roadmap of which direction your infrastructure should go, generate concrete tasks for you to implement, or even take on your infra entirely, if you let us, of course.
Coming back to the AI part of the reInvent, the second direction we can see there is that Amazon builds more and more ways for you to use generative AI in your applications. Amazon Bedrock already allows you to use different foundation models easier. Now it lets you fine-tune those models with your own data and compare different models for your particular use case. Amazon Bedrock agents are now generally available. Agents were announced back in April, and they allow you to package complex workflows into an agent that responds to natural language and then triggers some APIs. You can also use Bedrock from within step functions, which, if abused correctly, can basically be used exactly like Bedrock agents. Luckily, AWS still gives you the possibility to implement same thing in many different ways. And finally, the third direction goes one layer below. Amazon announced many new AI-related capabilities for existing services like SageMaker, vector database support for OpenSearch and DocumentDB, and much more. That should unlock even more use cases for companies that build their own models or highly customized usage of existing models. Besides giving you more ways to use AI for your applications and your business, AWS keeps introducing more of AI into their existing services, in particular into its observability tools. CloudWatch finally gets an anomaly detection as well as a natural language processing to build search queries. In simpler words, you can now ask CloudWatch find all logs that have 503 status code, and it will suggest you a query that can do that. There is also a new CloudWatch log storage class that is 50% cheaper for ingestion, but lacks more advanced features like subscription filters and Lifetail. The biggest release for the big customers, though, is the addition of hybrid and multi-cloud metrics support for CloudWatch. You can now connect and query the data not only from CloudWatch itself, but also from external sources like your own Prometheus service or even just plain SCV files from an S3 bucket. That, together with the relatively recent ability to centralize all of your CloudWatch metrics in a central AWS account, brings the whole service to a new level. Please tell me in the comments below if you want to see a video with an overview of what's possible today in CloudWatch. I think many people underestimate just how powerful and flexible this became in recent years. There were almost no big announcements for any of the container-related services. You can now collect Prometheus metrics from your EKS clusters to AWS Managed Prometheus without deploying anything in your namespace, and that is nice if you are using Prometheus. GuardDuty got runtime threats detection, but only for ECS, still a welcome addition if this new feature works well, of course. And you can now bind your Kubernetes service accounts to IAM roles via a new API without any annotations on the service account side and without any complex trust policies on the IAM role side. All these three features are not bad, but probably could be released at any other time of the year as well. One of the big announcements was the introduction of a new S3 storage class with the ridiculous name Express One Zone. One zone means that it's going to be located only in a single availability zone, and the main feature of this new storage class is a single-digit millisecond data access. That is going to be a big deal for customers with HPC workloads or for various analytics databases like ClickHouse, but it also seems to be a bit tricky to use as it doesn't support half of the S3 features. It actually seems to be a completely new S3 API compatible service, and calling it a storage class might confuse quite some people. I've already mentioned the new serverless flavor for ElastiCache. For the customers who think that serverless assumes full pay-as-you-go model with close to zero cost for close to zero usage, meaning basically everyone, this is not the service you're looking for. Minimum charge of $90 a month makes it a hard sell for startups and hobby projects. But on the other side, any kind of no instances solution is always welcome, and for the bigger setups with fluctuating usage, this new ElastiCache mode will be quite nice. In the hardware news, Graviton IV is out, and it's, as you would expect, faster than Graviton 3. As always, it will take months till Graviton 4 is actually widely available across all AWS services, but it's nevertheless impressive how far AWS is on the custom chips journey compared to other cloud providers. And that's what caught my eye during the 5 days of reInvent. Of course, there are many more things like new hardware sync clients for Amazon Workspaces or another million data-related tools and features like AWS Clean Rooms or the new open source data type. There are also many amazing things that AWS is doing, but you probably won't benefit from them, like building some kind of a huge GPU supercomputer with 16,000 NVIDIA cards that will reduce the time of training huge models in half, or like building a satellite-based internet network around the globe, not unlike Starlink. But in the end, this event was about AI, and the most attention was paid to how to use AI in all parts of your stack for both internal use cases and for customer-facing workloads. At MKDev, we just launched our own AI division, helping our customers to evaluate and implement AI solutions, be it AWS, Azure or Google Cloud, OpenAI or any other popular models and tools. If you happen to be interested in that, contact us via website or the email in the video description. And to conclude, I would like to announce an award for the most stupid name of this reInvent, Amazon Aurora Limitless. I won't tell you what it is, and I will let you figure out on yourself where Aurora Limitless fits among Aurora Global and Aurora Serverless. Oh, and don't forget that you can now reserve quantum computers with Amazon Braket Direct, in case you are that one customer who is struggling today with not having access to enough quantum capacity on AWS. That's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, press the like button, and leave a comment about your favorite reInvent announcements from this year.